Ready?
Yeah.
You look ready.
What is going on, comic fans? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. I'm Mark. It's Tuesday. It means it's time for another new DC day. Time to take a pause for the calls. Look at all the stuff coming out this week, stuff to look forward to, stuff to be prepared for. It's a massive week. The past couple have been pretty chill, pretty moderate weeks. But now we have 4 different absolute titles dropping, multiple DC KO installments, and more. It's all happening this week. We're going to take a look at all of it right after this. Be sure to check out the link in the description of any and all of my videos. Some fantastic resources like Big Time Collectibles, Justin Comics cleaning and pressing and submission services, as well as the channel membership that's always live, and ABX Comics and Games. This is where I pick up all my new comic books. If you don't have a place to pick up comics, you can set up a pull list through them so you never miss out on anything at all. It's always right there, pulled for you and shipped to you. You don't have to be local to take advantage of it. They do have long distance subscriptions, so check that out. All right, let's get into it. I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everybody's warm. I could be doing better over here. Whole house is sick. Finn was sick Friday and Saturday and passed it on to me and Monkey, and she went to the doctor today, and just the whole house is covered in flu right now. So we're gonna truck on through it because I can either feel like trash and be laying in bed, or I can feel like trash and be doing the stream, which I want to take a look at these books anyways, hang out for a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see how well it goes. Might cut it short. Depends on how good I feel doing it. Let's see. We'll push through though. We got Heroes for Hire. What is going on? Happy DC Day to you, Matt. Hello to Lisa. Hope you're doing well. Did everybody get snow or ice? Most people on here. Is everyone thawed out by now? We didn't get either. We got some cold weather, but the ice barely missed us. What's going on, Bryant? How are you today? The face-off we've been waiting for in the absolute possible way. It's a team up. The team up. It's a pretty cool team up too. What's going on, Faith and Misery? Phil, what's up? What's up? How's it going? Donovan, good to see you in here. Hey guys, it's my birthday. Oh, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. Hope it's a good one so far for you. Yeah, dude, I hope we feel better soon as well. Monkey's got the worst of it. Like Finn's got a cough still. I've got a cough. Taking some medicine and stuff. But Monkey got the worst of it. You just come over here to pick your nose? No. Ryan Riley, what's going on? Wayne, what's up, Wayne? Good to see you. And dropping the $10 super chat. We got Leafy Substance. Let's find a good clip. Let's get him with a good clip. A $10 super chat clip. Boom. There we go. Yeah, I think that the new Superman movie is filming now. I did forget that. That's on me. He said, "Happy new DC Day, Legionnaires. You forgot the super chat goal, so I'll just make it easier for you." I definitely appreciate you, homie. Good thing the flu is not contagious through YouTube. Yeah, exactly. What's going on, Becker? Good to see you, homie. Showered out 8 inches of snow today. There you go. I don't think he wants to be got, buddy. That's why he's under there. 15 inches of snow. Good grief. Joe said hello, by the way.
Hello.
Feel better more. Yeah, I take the what's called emergency. I get hopped up on vitamin C. What's up, Trev? Good to see you, homie. Let's see what we got here. Let me share my screen. Share screen. Guys, it's a massive week for DC Comics. We've had the past couple weeks that were really chill. No absolute titles, like one KO book. Just pretty chill weeks. I feel like their release schedule is really cattywampus right now. It's all focused on like one specific week. I mean, the amount of stuff that's out this week is insane. Look at that top row. Like, this isn't a DC list, but hell, out of those 2 rows, there's only like 3 Marvel books. Absolute Batman number 16 is the first one up. The second part to our Batman Wonder Woman crossover right here. A lot of people don't notice it. I didn't notice it, but Waylon right there at their feet is pretty cool. You got Killer Croc down there. But Absolute Batman in Hell, part 2 of our Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman story. Bruce Wayne is on a desperate hunt. What number was it?
94.6 Fahrenheit.
That's good. Desperate hunt to help his friend Waylon, now transformed into a monstrous crocodile roaming the sewers. Consumed with a deadly hunger, Batman's last option for Curious to turn to a god for help. But will he have to descend into the depths of hell to get it? This was a really fun read. It was really good. It's not necessarily a continuation from the Wonder Woman issue that was a crossover. In that it kind of builds off of it, just with the little talisman that Batman has that can call forth Diana when he in a moment of need, kind of thing. But we're kind of addressing the fact that all of his best friends were just ravaged by Bane. You know, you have Harvey's his face was destroyed, Oz, whose whole body was destroyed, Waylon, who was turned into a croc, and the guilt that Bruce is having. He's trying to take a step to hopefully do something about it, you know, the whole you weren't there for your friends kind of thing. Let me see. SWAU just got done with David Cornsweet signing my 3 books. All right, CDC now. Nice. What's up, Gene Mello? It was his birthday yesterday, too. So you have Donovan's birthday today, Gene's yesterday. A lot of birthdays this time of year. But yeah, this was pretty dope. It was pretty cool. Just kind of an action issue with Batman and Wonder Woman again, with the central focus being how can he go and help his friends. What is going on, Roscoe? Roscoe, I put like a little gift for you that I've mentioned it to you before, that signed art thing signed by the voice actors from Bob's Burgers. I put that in your pull list folder at ABX. So next time you're by there, that's in there, homie. That's in there. Ugh. So yeah, Absolute Batman 16 is gonna be a big issue. Was there any crazy variants? Yeah. This one right here, this Frank Cho. Grabbed one of those as part of the giveaway for today. So if you don't know, every Tuesday during this stream, we run a weekly giveaway. So the Frank Cho cover for Absolute Batman 16 and the Gillian March cover for Absolute Wonder Woman are part of this week's giveaway. We do the super chat goals. I'm going to put that in there anyways. I can't. Dude, that's how out of it I am right now. I was fighting to even get the stream set up in time and didn't put the super chat goal in there. But Steven with a C already hit it, but I'm throwing it in there anyways. Bonuses. All right, so and then we got the 4 bonus books going in there, and the bonus swag, some stickers and stuff. We already crossed that point. Thank you, Steven with the C. Wonder if it'll pick up his, since I made it after his super chat. No. Oh no. All right. You caught back up. Can't thank you enough, Brit. Yeah. I cover yo. LOL. Yeah, hitting the like button helps a good bit. Cosmic One, what is going on, homie? Dale, good to see you, homie. All right. Let me see if I can breathe. Try to get into a groove here. Next up, and I'm all right. I'm torn on this one, like completely torn on this one. I'm excited for this Absolute Zatanna. I'm excited for the Rogues of Wonder Woman. They kind of been hinting at and building up to them. Veronica Cale has that whole like government facility where we've seen that she has some experiments down below, and Project S or Squad S, I think is what they called it, Squad S. And we talked about it, I think, on the DC Comics deep dive, that it's potential Suicide Squadness. So we're getting Zatanna proper now. We've seen her a couple of times already. she appeared to Wonder Woman in a vision, but this is like the big rollout issue, apparently. The story arc where Wonder Woman will be facing off with her. But it begins here. Brand new story arc as Diana confronts Zatanna. The season of the witch arc begins here after her exploits in the Area 41 maze. That's where she met Ferdinand. Oh, Ferdinand the Minotaur. Diana has resolved to not let her personal mission overwhelm the one she was sent to the surface world to fulfill. But a new threat has emerged in Gateway City, and it turns out the best thing to send to kill Wonder Woman is another witch. Zatanna is here, and Diana's life will never be the same. They always say that, don't they? Things will never be the same. Never be the same. All right, so this cover is pretty cool. This Angela Wu, but it's crazy blurry. I don't know if it's showing up like that when y'all look at it on your devices or your screens, but in person, this cover is extremely blurry, like glitched on purpose. And I think that they missed the mark by glitching that one out. This Derek Chu cover is pretty wicked, though. I like that. But the Gillian March cover is kind of the one. It's really cool perspective. It's a good shot of Zatanna. So if you're looking forward to Zatanna, there's a really, really good cover. Now that's being given away today as part of the weekly giveaway. Pretty dope cover. Pretty dope cover. What is going on, Jeffrey? But yeah, I'm pretty torn with the whole Zatanna thing. I was really hoping that they would do something a little different with her being the absolute universe and don't do this stupid backwards talk thing. It's the most annoying thing in all of comic books to me. Like, we get it when that's how you cast your spells, by talking backwards. But it's just such a terrible gimmick that ruins the reading experience for me. So I don't know why they do that. Doesn't make sense. Another one that I'm not really sold on. I'll be honest with you, I don't even like it. Absolute Martian Manhunter #8. Pick it up, I read it, 'cause I'm keeping up with all the Absolute stuff. But A Hunt for the White Martian. This is, I don't know. It's weird, the dialogue around this book. There's no middle ground with it. You either love it and think it's like the best thing ever, or you just don't. You know, there's not very many people, if anybody, I've heard say, "Oh yeah, it's okay," or "Nah, it's all right." I don't think those people exist. It's not structured well. It's not executed well. Artistically, it's like it's well done, and just like an illustration standpoint. But I don't know. There's like no forward narrative at all to this series. There's no characterization at all to this series. I don't know. I'd be interested to see how well the sales are doing on this one. I still think they extended it based off the pre-sales of issue 1. I wonder how many people stayed with this book after they started picking it up. It's definitely creative. I'll give it that with the art and everything, but I don't know. It just really hasn't found a groove with me yet. Absolute Flash is different. I'm excited to dive into this one. We kind of get more of the revelation of what's going on at Fort Fox, the whole experiment that granted Wally his powers, how it's a experimental doorway to another dimension. And Dr. Thrawn was trying to finish her grandfather's research, and Wally's the key to open it. He gets thrust through the doorway, revealing like this entity that could possibly be like a corrupted, mutated Grandpa Thrawn. Could be this universe's Reverse Flash. We'll see. Trapped in an alternate dimension, Wally finds himself pulled into the mysterious dimension that Barry was trying to access. But how can he escape and make it back to Fort Fox and save his father? I think I heard my buddy Flo mention this is kind of the most traditional of the Absolute titles. And that's fair. That's a fair take. It's wildly different, but it reads the most traditionally. I would say Superman probably a little bit more, but I like the small changes that we have in this book. I like the redesign of the rogues. Just a lot of cool stuff in here. It's an art book. Yeah, it definitely is, because the words don't do it any favors, that's for sure. What's up, Six Face? With the big absolute hype, I'm surprised that Scotty Young has absolute Superman 1 and absolute number 1 left on his shop. Yeah, I think a lot of the hype, man, is just like false market FOMO stuff. Like if there was real, like genuine, absolute hype, that DC All In special would be a bigger book, their actual first appearance. And also it kind of shows you like how strong or how weak the market is for store exclusives right now. Because it's not necessarily the book, it's the cover on the book. And the A cover kind is, I mean, more often than not, historically, the A cover is always a dominant one. Because you have to pay out of pocket pretty high to get an absolute Batman #1 first print A cover. But they also did like what, 8 direct market covers and then a handful of store exclusives when it first came out. You can get probably just for regular cost the store exclusives that are still out there, and the subsequent cover, like the B, C, D, E covers. I bet they're like a tenth of the price of the A cover, because it's not all about the book; it's about the book and cover. What's going on, Ronnie? But is anyone else still reading Absolute Flash issue 11 out? Jeff Lemire. Jeff Lemire is going to be also, he's the one doing our JSA series right now, which is really good. But he's also been announced for the upcoming Firestorm series that's part of the DC Next Level book releases. It started, I think, March, those books. So Jeff Lemire is getting a lot of work right now. Detective Comics 1105, Tom Taylor's Cape Crusader ongoing title is moving right along. We have Batman dealing with this character called the Lion, who has a biochemical warfare weapon he's trying to shut down. Batman's infected with it. He's running out of time before he dies, loses his mind and stuff. So he's got this really cool containment suit so he doesn't infect other people, which looks cool. I mean, look at it right there. With mere hours to go before Batman's mind and body are destroyed by the Lion's anti-fear virus, Batman takes drastic measures and seals himself inside an airtight suit to keep those around him safe while continuing his desperate search for a cure. But with the virus already taking hold and Batman's fears melting away, the world will soon see how dangerous a dark night without fear is. The courage that kills continues in this penultimate chapter that will need to be seen to believe. I'm excited about this. I still stand by this. 1000%. Detective Comics is the #1 Batman book to recommend to anybody. Absolute Batman's fun and gimmicky, and it's Batman 8F and all that. The regular Batman title is fine. It's nothing special, and it's always interfered with by events or gimmicks where they're trying to push people to the title. Historically, it's like the best-selling DC book for a long time. All the miniseries come and go. Batman and Robin was fine, but it doesn't have much weight in the grand scheme of things. Detective Comics always comes out. It's reliable, and it's continuously delivering really good stories. And it's just like, it's the truest version of a Batman in any Batman book that kind of comes out right now. And it's been like that for years. While Tinian was doing the main Batman run, and he kept doing stuff like, oh, here's Ghostmaker, here's Clown Hunter, here's Miracle Molly, and kept doing all these little marketing gimmicks to try to get people to buy the book, and kept being interrupted by the Joker War or this tie-in or that tie-in. Detective Comics was just chugging right along, rebuilding Arkham Asylum inside the pages of Detective Comics and doing the Shadow of the Bat story arc, and then getting Rom V over there to do the whole Nocturnal saga, like just doing incredible stuff, large scale storytelling, just consistent and fantastic. I really, really recommend Detective Comics. It's solid. Scotty's Absolute Batman store exclusive sat on their website for almost a year. Then the demand kicked off. Daggum. Yeah, he's going to be doing Lobo. What are y'all's thoughts on Scotty Young writing the upcoming Lobo series? Is it good? I love the covers, but fell off of it. Which one? Detective? Best day of the week. Itching to read this one. Yeah, the last one ended really, really cool out in the field. fighting off all the goons. I like this version of Batman who's having to deal with this infection where he's having to really second guess himself in the moment because he doesn't know if the decisions he's making are from confidence and knowing his skills or from recklessness because this virus is taking over him. Like, where is that line and how does it blur from like, just from confidence to recklessness? Young and Lobo should be awesome. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I'll definitely be getting it. I like that they got a good artist for it too. What is it, like Jorge Corona? Kind of seems fitting. I just think it's kind of odd that like DC starts doing so well. Like enough people start trying out DC books and they like, oh wow, the quality of these books are really impressive. I'm gonna check out more of them. And they've been like that for a while, but like this wave of people that came over and tried it, in the large part due to James Gunn. But you fast forward and now you have DC just bringing over all these Marvel writers and Marvel artists. You got Dan Slott on Superman, Scotty Young coming in for Lobo. You have Al Ewing, Jason Aaron, Ryan North. It's just like, why are we hiring the collective group of people that have been creating subpar universe for Marvel for the past decade to come over here to a well-oiled machine? I guess we're going to find out if those creatives were really kneecapped by editorial over at Marvel. We're just going to have to see. We're going to have to see. I'm not saying that any of those are good or bad creatives. I'm just saying that's just a large pool of employees from Marvel from an era of Marvel that's just absolute terrible is now coming over to DC. That just seems wild to me. I love that Scotty isn't doing story arcs. When Snyder asked him what his first arc was going to be, he said no arcs. He's in space and Lobo is doing Lobo. I don't know how I feel about that. Just one issue off individual issue for issue kind of thing. I think it's interesting that it's Snyder that asked him. Like Snyder's got a lot of pull over there right now. I like the idea of a story being longer than one issue, though. You're able to get into it a little bit more. We'll see. It can't be worse than what Seeley did. So we'll see. Let's see what else we got here. If this will go back a page. Oh, this isn't wanting to go back. That's just unfortunate. Now my computer's being slow. Try that again. All right, well, let me try to get that to work again. That page froze up. I think that's what I heard a couple of people saying that they liked about the Matt Fraction Batman one. Good afternoon, madam. Did they like how the Matt Fraction Batman is working off this this format that every issue is like a standalone thing that you can, how do they describe it? Like pretty much that it's just a bunch of one shots, not like it's continuous, but every issue you can just get in and just read this one issue kind of thing. I heard Flo mention that, but also I had somebody in a comment section mention the same thing, that they like that the Matt Fraction Batman is like written where you can just jump in and enjoy any single issue. I don't see that format in there. It's definitely seems like a regular ongoing kind of thing to me. But now I'm super curious what they got planned for Lobo. And I can't get my computer to do nothing. Can't get my computer to do nothing. Papa, $5. Big shout out to Papa. Thank you so much. What's up, Mark? Message me after the show, please. Okay. Will do. Yeah, my dude, I don't know why that web. I don't know if that web page just like passed out on me or what. I can't get it to pull back up or nothing. Can't get it to pull back up. What other books are coming out? Justice League Unlimited is out this week. It's one of the first DC KO tie-ins out of the numerous ones. We'll just go through the list while we wait on it. It's ongoing and has the story, but it definitely has a structure of beginning, middle, and end that's easy for new readers too. Isn't that like almost every comic? I don't know. I'm just not seeing it. Like I know we get like these like the last issue. That I was thinking about it when it was mentioned that last issue you have Bruce and the Doctor in a car on the way to a date getting chased down by gangsters. Like without the last issue, you don't know who she is, why they're there, why these people are trying to kill him, none of that stuff. But I don't know, I always looked at most books as having like that 3 arc structure because every individual comic, for the most part, it's got to have its own little like mini story in it, I guess. I don't know. I guess it doesn't have as big. I mean, there was a huge cliffhanger at the end of the last one too. Like every issue of this Matt Fraction Batman ends with like a massive cliffhanger, right? Like Robin gets shot in an alley. Now, like, oh my gosh, I need the next one. Or this crazy villain pops up and he's made of birds and Damien pulls up. Like, I don't know. I mean, I know that they solicited it like that. They said that this Matt Fraction Batman series is going to be like that. I remember when they mentioned that when they talked about it when it was coming out. But then I read the book and I'm like, no, it's not the case. It's not the case at all. It's a lost art, in my opinion, and the cliffhanger keeps you hooked. Well, yeah, but that's my point. It can't be both. It can't be both, right? It can't be like this is a series of like self-contained stories, but we have cliffhangers carrying to the next issue. It's just a regular old book, right? It's just a regular series, isn't it? It's not different. This thing finally loaded up. Let's get this. I mean, I get what people were saying because I read the thing when they talked about it when it was first coming out. But at the same time, again, I read the actual book itself. It's part of my pull list. I keeps up with it. Oh, it's going to be slow still. DCKO tie-in Superman, issue number 34. Yo, this is, now you're talking about, like, this is the same thing with this. Self-contained story inside of this issue leaves you with a, oh, snap, what's coming. I got to tell y'all, there's a couple of books this week that if you're like a DC diehard, if you read a lot of DC comics, there's a couple of books this week that are going to rock your socks off. Major rock your socks off. This is one of them. This is definitely one of them. One of the coolest things that's happened in DC Comics in 2025 was the return of a crowd favorite, a highly controversial character, but just beloved by all. People either love to love him or they love to hate him. But Superboy Prime is an absolute beast of a character. He is an absolute beast of a character. And what Joshua Williamson has done with him when he brought him back and kind of gave him a new edge to his personality, that you can separate this Superboy Prime from the previous times we've seen him and know that, okay, this is his personality quirk. Now he has his own agency, he has his own character, he has his own personality. He's more so defined than it's ever been before. And on top of that, he's more so motivated than he's ever been before. He is the coolest character comeback story I've seen in a long time. And by the time you get to the last page of this self-contained single issue of a comic book, you're ready to throw it at the wall, run to the store, and beg for the next issue. It is so flipping good. It is so flipping good. The cliffhanger gets you excited about what's next, but has no bearing on the enjoyment of the issue, where I feel a lot of books feel incomplete. That's fair. That's fair. Man, I can see it. I read that and my immediate reaction is to agree. But then I think back again to the most recent issue of Matt Fraction's Batman. The date with Bruce Wayne and old girl ends with them on a rooftop with the cliffhanger moment, their date unresolved. They didn't even they were left on the rooftop at the scene of the fight. Even it's I don't know. I just think that like people be saying stuff and doing a different thing, and then people just still pretend like what they said is true. They're not delivering a story like that. They're just not. It's just a regular old story. It's good. I like it. It's not great, but it's good so far. I definitely like Jorge's artwork in it. I think it's building up well. And see, the fact that I think that the Matt Fraction Batman book is building up well also is counterintuitive to the individual single issue format. It's a build up book. What was up with Green Lantern Super Bam Man Wrestling World? How the hell does that tie in with DCKO story? I was so bewildered reading that issue. It did get a chuckle or two out of me. Yeah, Jeremy Adams loves that Omega Bam Man. We talked about it on the DC Deep Dive that aired yesterday, me and Sector, and said like we did a whole PSA saying like DC can't do this. Honest marketing needs to be done, and that just felt like dishonest marketing. They wanted to sell a book. You can do it with the KO branding right now, and they even charge $1 extra and make it oversized. That was just very dishonest of them. It was a fun enough book, but if you go in expecting a KO story and you read that, you're not even enjoying it anymore because you're not reading what you bought. You're reading just a random thing. They honeydicked us with that. It was fun, but they honeydicked us. I miss the old days when every issue was self-contained, might have a part 2, but no tie-in BS. Yep. I like the ongoing story format. I really do. Because in the old, you're going through the whole G.I. Joe thing, so you're like reliving it in real time. It was definitely more defined back then, that's for sure. But if you go back even farther, it's like the Silver Age. It's I don't know. I like the stories having room to tell bigger stories. I just read this with the Eom cover variant. Yeah, dude. Eom is the one that does the weird anime baby faces, isn't it? I'm interested to see Superboy Prime and Superman. He has been fun to see what he's going to do. Dude, I can't wait. Do y'all remember the Legion of Darkseid story arc that really kicked off the Superman side of the DC KO event when you had the Legion show up and the reveal that Superboy Prime is back and how he was acting like he was like working with the Legion of Darkseid, and then he kind of cocks that smile and just runs hands and drags them. I'm gonna tell you now, this issue of Superman is setting up for another moment like that. Like I'm not trying to get into spoilers here, but you got Superboy Prime reminding people why people are so afraid of him. Like it's nuts. Rock of Apocalypse, Darkseid's plan worked. Earth has been transformed into Apocalypse as Dark Legion prepares the Earth for its imminent arrival. If Superman is locked in the tournament, who can stand up and defeat them? But you got Lois, who's powered up a little bit. You got Superboy Prime and one of the super robots that kind of has some information about ancient Kryptonian stuff that they've been playing with the knowledge of the Heart of Apocalypse by Krypton, with the true potential and power of Doomsday, trying to get the Time Trapper on the Watchtower. But the Legion of Darkseid is everywhere in the way, fighting back, and it's nuts. Legion of Darkseid told him to kill Booster Gold, and Superman Prime said, okay, but Dan Jurgens is going to be pissed. Yeah, that was hilarious. Batman 5 was awesome. Was going to give up on that series until that issue. It was a good issue. It felt like Run All Night. I don't know if y'all remember that movie, but just kind of nonstop. It was pretty cool. And here's the DCKO tie-in number 2 for the week, Justice League Unlimited. This has been fun. It's kind of like they're using this opportunity to wrap up all the stuff from We Were Yesterday, the story arc that bounced between Justice League Unlimited and World's Finest, time displacement story. You had some heroes out of time that were left in the main world, like Superman Blue, Peter David's Aquaman, Earth 22, Green Lantern. So Mr. Terrific takes them in, and he heads for hell to go shut some things down. And it's kind of sad because all of these displaced heroes know that they're displaced and know that eventually they're going to just blip out of existence pretty much. So they're all dying fantastically through this series. It's pretty wild. The plot near onset in motion is revealed at last, and the consequences will spell the end of heroism on planet Earth as powered up villains ravage what's left of the planet. The Terrific 10 is wilted down to a handful of survivors who can possibly withstand the fires of hell. So yeah, it's just a battle through hell to get to Neron. I like Batman stories that are more Bruce Wayne centric sometimes. Yeah, it's like a palate cleanser, you know? A little palate cleanser. The next DCKO tie-in, The Flash. Mark Waid is on this title. I don't think he's on it for long, right? They've announced a creative team that's coming up. We have the Cy Sperrier run that came to an end, and Mark Waid. This is Mark Waid's third issue. I guess he's just doing it through the event, the KO event here. But dude, okay. So Christopher Cantwell. See, there we go again. There we go again. So Mark Waid and Christopher Cantwell. So is Cantwell on the title after this when Waid steps off? Christopher Cantwell, another just trash Marvel writer, did that stupid, horrible Iron Man run for so long. So that's what I'm saying. We're getting all these Marvel writers over here. Why is this happening like this? It'd be different if it's just like a writer here, a writer there, but like, why is it just like an entire wave exodus of Marvel staff coming over at the same time? Ugh. Okay, are there teeny tiny words in the circle after our moniker in the chat? What? I don't know what you mean. But yeah, Flash 29 a race against the Dark Legion. The Dark Legion chased the Flash and Impulse to a pivotal moment in Flash history, the moment when Barry Allen was struck by lightning. Yeah, you pretty much just have Bart and Barry racing against the Legion of Darkseid. Bart ran into the past to try to stop the events of KO from happening by going to the DC All-In special moment where Darkseid died, but Darkseid pulled like like one of those moments like from the Justice League movie where Flash goes running and Superman cuts his eyes and can see him, and kind of threw them to the time stream. It's been pretty fun so far. Mark Waid writing, it's been a blast for sure. Love anything Flash. Yeah, just don't pick up the Cy Sperrier books then. It'll ruin your taste for it. Cantwell's Plastic Man was good. Was that the Black Label one, the little 6-issue miniseries? I didn't see who wrote that one. What's going on, brother John? Good to see you in here, homie. The most recent I think that was the most recent Plastic Man. I don't know if something more recent than that. Based on Marvel nuking the Ultimate Universe, it's definitely an editorial issue. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was solid. So, like I said earlier, back to your point here, like I said earlier, we're going to find out real fast if these people were talented and how kneecapped they were by Marvel, Because, God, can y'all imagine, like, being so excited for DC being on such a high note and just delivering all this just for them just to shift and turn into the place that they left? It's like that the old saying, like, don't get mad about where you live and move somewhere else and then start voting the same way you did where you lived, Like all the people that left California and moved to Texas, like don't leave California for Texas and then start voting like for the California stuff in Texas, I don't want to see that happen with DC. Don't bring over all the Marvel writers and let them start marveling up DC. What is going on, Garfong? Good to see you, homie. Green Lantern 31. No KO tie-in on this one properly. Perfect. This one's had a DC KO tie-in for a while now, but guest starring Barry Allen. Barry Allen is wanted dead or alive, but they'll have to get through Green Lantern first. We just had the last one with Green Arrow. Now we have Barry Allen. That's pretty cool. I like the little silhouette. The shadow behind Barry Allen has the Flash suit on it. That's pretty cool. Hal continues his investigation to the mysterious and deadly new chapter in the book of Oa. The trail leads to Central City and old pal Barry Allen. The boys in red and green team up to tackle a duo mystery that will test their trust, their friendship, and their very life of the world's formerly fastest CSI investigator. Sounds like a little one-off. Story. It seems like we're doing that often now. Little one-offs. Punisher Red Band number 5. Excited for that. Excuse me. Oh, I forgot this one. See, it's not all just one way. There's a new Iron Man 1 out this week. Terrible cover, by the way. Not a good cover. But Joshua Williamson's writing this. I meant to grab this one. We'll have to go back and grab this one. But Joshua Williamson, who's like a big deal creatively at DC Comics, he's also done a lot for Energon Universe, tackling the new Iron Man. Maybe I'll go back and grab it. Maybe I'll wait to see what people think, see how it lands. Because even if it's good, what does it matter? Like, I'm not keeping up with the Marvel Universe anymore, so what does it ultimately matter? I haven't seen anything with Barry in a while. Yeah, he's kind of spread out here and there. He's been the main person in the Flash book for a couple months now. Pops up here, pops up there. What's going on, Ruby G? I couldn't find a single Iron Man 1 cover to get excited about for ordering for the shop. No curb appeal. Yeah, it is an odd cover. I mean, concept-wise, it seems fine, but I don't know. Maybe it's just too much shadow on it. Maybe the face on it was just, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. The Clayton Crane, they're doing these Clayton Crane variants right now. The border on them, almost like a trading card variant. It's not bad, but I don't know. This one looks cool in hand. Like, it's super vibrant. Like the transfer from like in the actual printing process, no clue who that character is, but like the deep dark blue cover, it looks really good in person. Yeah, it's like even that looks weird. Looks like it's like 90s cartoon or something. I don't know. Cosmic Invasion variant. Yeah, like they just don't have a lot of good covers for this. It's odd. Very odd. Very odd. So this is the other one that's going to surprise people this week. DCKO gets another one shot. The Kids Are All Fight special. Instead of The Kids Are All Right, The Kids Are All Fight. If you're a fan of John Kent, you're going to be pleasantly surprised with this one. Maybe it's because Jeremy Adams wrote it. Jeremy Adams understands characters properly. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jeremy Adams wrote the Green Lantern Grand Slam. That's fine. It was a Green Lantern, whatever. This is an actual tie-in. We've had the events happening inside the Earth with the DC-KO fight, but outside on, not in the core of the Earth, but just on the regular crust where all the people live. We've had the events taking place in the Titans. We know evacuation Earth happening, Granny Goodness and her forces attacking. So there's been stuff happening outside of the event with the people that were kind of standing guard. And that's what this is. It almost feels like a culmination, a finale to that stuff almost. This is an oversized book. I think it's $5.99. It's some of the best John Kent I've read in a while. So I had heard that they're getting ready to de-age John Kent. You know, him getting aged up was a big controversial issue. But I heard they're getting ready to de-age him in coming months. But in this one, the Titans have to, the two Titans that are left remaining, Donna Troy, Arsenal, they have to go take off to go handle something, i.e. in the events of the Titans book. John Kent is left to watch after some of the youngsters on the Watchtower, Mr. Terrific's kid, Jay Garrick's kid, Arsenal's kid, and craziness ensues. That's not the most important thing. And there's no way I can really emphasize how cool something is in this book without absolutely ruining it. I will say this is a very important book for the overall DC continuity outside of the DC-KO event even. A character shows up in this book that is event altering for the regular DC continuity timeline moving forward. Stuff that a lot of people have been waiting on, wondering about, stuff that we read about in the new history of the DC universe, stuff that's already solicited coming. This is the moment that sets up and tees up that. A major character, not like a big A-lister like the Trinity, but a major character who's been around for a long time, fan favorite for tons of people, makes his triumphant return in this. Granny Goodness is out searching for these kids, and these kids get in her way and have to battle it out. And when you find out who it is Granny's looking for, you're like, holy potatoes. Holy potatoes, we are so back. We are so back. I was so excited when I read this. But I was very happy with it. And I commend them for not spoiling it with the variants. Not putting on any of the covers the big reveal, the big surprise, because that kind of stuff happens all the time where you just spoil and ruin stuff just with covers for some reason. Like, that's an ugly, ugly cover right there. John looks awful right there. Good grief. Interesting cover there, like the dark side silhouette. But yeah, John Kent always wanted to be a Titan when he grew up, but now that he's working alongside them in an effort to evacuate Earth, he didn't think he'd be stuck babysitting young sidekicks. And he doesn't. He never babysits them for a panel in the book, so don't expect it to be that campy, weird babysitting style book. He's told to hang out up here and watch the kids. They're instantly gone and they're out the door before he even turns around. When the kids sneak off to enter the fray and stop Granny Goodness, John will have to show these young heroes the ropes so they can save the day and prove there's no age requirement to being a superhero. You won't want to miss the shocking finale. I was shocked. Yeah, that's a good way to word it. That was a very shocking finale. It was so good. So good. Infernal Hulk 3's out. Not falling for that. I'm pulling it, but yeah. Justice League Red. I think this is the final issue for Justice League Red. Justice League Red versus Red Tornado. Right or wrong, Black Adam has convinced the team to call is coming from inside the house, and they've returned to the Red Tower, prepared to face Red Tornado. But are they ready to face his horrifying final form? And what transformation might this explosive confrontation provoke in Green Lantern, Power Girl, Cyborg, Red Canary, or Deadman? Hopefully this is the last issue of this. I don't know if it is or not. I'm assuming it is. It hasn't been bad, but I'd be okay with one less title. I'd be okay with one less title. Harley and Ivy is out this week. The N2099. Bug Wars, Casey Jones. There's a Supergirl one shot out. Oversized $9.99. Supergirl Next Door. It's one of those, what do you call it? Yeah, this is going to be a popular cover. It looks terrible, but it's like the Dolly Parton variant with the hair. Yeah, I think this one's going to get some traction. Speaking of Marvel, people say Chip Zdarsky, Captain America is really good. Yeah. I think my buddy Matt was reading that. Said it was good. They had that Melinda May cover hidden as a spoiler for FOC, so I couldn't see it. Hell yeah, man. So far, I like the way Jeremy Adams writes Sean. I'm like, somebody, I'm looking at you, Nicole Maines. I think the de-age thing is only going to be for an arc, but that's just my thoughts. Dude, I think that for the first time in a long time, we've had a writer write John Kent. Like, it's like Jeremy Adams can properly write him for his age. You'll see when you read The Kids Are All Fight. You'll see. What's up, JSS? We are so back. What's up, Louie? Good to see you. Pumpkins read this. The Kids Are All Fight special. So it was a lot of fun. There you go. Yeah, I mess with that guy online a lot. I never knew about this guy until I was on X and I saw that he just trolls people. Like I followed him on X, and so his stuff started popping up, and I just see where he comments on people's stuff, and like he just goes out of his way to tell people, I read that a week ago. Like, dude, we get it. A lot of people have access to comics early, but he's always just trying to argue with people in their comments. So I started just going and having fun, just arguing with him. He's funny, man. He's funny. Real unique fellow, that Bumpkins. Rad, what is going on? On a serious note, many of our comrades in comics were adversely affected by the snow. Let's hope everyone is doing okay and keep them in our thoughts for certain. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Hopefully everyone's able to get out to their shops and get their new books this week. And if they're not, hopefully they got enough in their pile of books to read while they wait. Terminator Metal is out. You're picking that up. Oh, did I miss this one? I think I might have missed this one. The second print right here with the Batpool. I got the second print for the Deadpool Batman that had Logo or Wogo or whatever they called him, the amalgam character. I'll be honest with y'all. As a whole, I didn't enjoy either of these, the Batman Deadpool or the Deadpool Batman. Fun little gimmick. bunch of cool covers, but like none of the stories were really good. It really wasn't worth it. See, this is a good example of like they needed more room to be able to tell stories that were enjoyable. They made a ton of money off of them, though, that's for sure. Sure, they made a ton of money off of them. Wait, what? Mark going into something just are you? Yeah. Dude, that's all I use X for. That is all I use X for. I'll go over there to the what is it called? Grok, and I'll sit there and I'll debate with Grok. I'll do it on YouTube as well, because YouTube has an AI in the mobile app in the comment section. I'll sit there and I'll debate with the AI and try to find the guardrails and parameters on them. But I'll sit there and just like, just grab one of those contrarian bombs and just throw it out there. It's just fun. I enjoy those conversations. I read it while it was being written. It's like his thing. This legit is thing. Like, if any of y'all have X, go look up Bumpkins. It's really funny. If anybody, any creator or anything posts a comment like, hey, be sure to pick up my book tomorrow, he can't help himself. He'll put a comment on him, say, I read it 2 days ago, or I read it last week. And even any of his own things he puts out, he never puts out a video or a review or a suggestion without telling you that he was able to read it early. It's like, dude, it's fine. Like, no one cares. It's really funny, though. Can't help himself. The Supergirl special is basically DC's Valentine's special. Don't know why I'm getting it. I know it'll probably be mid, but I'm a sucker for the Valentine's Day books. Hey, that's fine. There you go. If you enjoy those anthology ones, yeah, they do it for most holidays. So if you got a holiday that talks to you, go for it. Nashville got hit real bad. I was watching some of the videos of the frozen places with the trees popping and stuff. I'm thankful that we didn't get hit like that this time. They were calling for it, just didn't quite make it to us. We got smacked by the snow. Worst couple days ever. I hate snow. I only get the Deadpool Batman team up for the covers. Yeah, and I did the opposite. I only got one copy just to read. I'm more interested in the upcoming Superman Spider-Man special. Yeah, some interesting creative team on there. They got a lot of their talent they lost to Ghost Machine coming back to work on it. We'll see what happens. I think it'll just be a rinse and repeat. I don't know. Deadpool's I don't care what anyone says, man. I absolutely love the Deadpool movies, but I absolutely despise Deadpool in comics. He's just not an entertaining character, not fun. It's just, I don't know, annoying. It's annoying to read Deadpool. So those two issues, the lion's share of the book, were just not fun. And then just how much of those little backup stories, those mini stories, really had room to be good. It was minuscule. The Captain America Wonder Woman was fantastic. The Frank Miller Old Man Logan and Dark Knight was super short, but fun in a sense. But it was just kind of for naught. Just these two people swing at each other a couple times and put a grenade on his belt. They just didn't have room to do anything like major fun with him. It's unfortunate. Best story was Cap and Wonder Woman. Yes, yeah, absolutely. That was a legit good story. Almost utterly disappointing in both issues with $7 to 10. Yeah, it's like karate.
Yeah.
I don't know. You ask him. All right. Are you taking him? You want me to take him? So that's the part that's on the. I don't really want to go sit in a crowd of people under the. So you that changed the dynamic of your decision a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to take him. Yeah.
I'm like 3.5 hours of sleep. Yeah, absolutely. And then a nap.
Deadpool did not fight Deathstroke. Ask Mark about the YouTube vertical streams if you know God. I have to check him out. He's on X or YouTube. He has a YouTube channel. He's like so you have these people that are chronically online. They just hate everything and they just call everything woke, whether it is or isn't. They still call it woke. That's just they can't help themselves. That's a whole camp of people. That's their shtick. That's what they do, and that's fine. They have their fun. They do their thing. He's the opposite side of that coin, where all he does is blindly say good things about things, whether they're good or bad, and wants to argue and fight with those people all day. Like, and they don't care about him one bit, and he cares fully about them. It's weird, dude. It's weird. But he reads comics, so I follow him. He promotes comics, so I give him some follow and some love, and poke the bear every now and then just for funsies. I've been having the snow all week. I've been pissed. Oof. Just woke up. I was awake since 1 a.m. until 30 degrees outside, flushing the toilet, washing clothes, and checking other water lines. This old house is not designed for this weather. Ooh, sorry, man. 3 nights of the worst cold, no sleep for me. I'm sorry, dude. I hate that. They're calling for snow again this weekend where I'm at. So maybe we get some proper snow. I don't know. See, anything else? Anything else? A new King Kong Skull Island series. That's tied into the animated series from Netflix. It is official MonsterVerse stuff. So if you're interested in the MonsterVerse stuff, there's that. So yeah, it looks like that's all of it. Massive week. A lot of DC. A whole lot of DC. Let's see. Share this screen. Go and drop that hashtag DCKO. DCKO. That's going to be the giveaway for this week. 2 absolute awesome books with Absolute Batman 16 Frank Cho cover and the Gillian March cover for Absolute Wonder Woman 16. Hey, Cliff. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you in there. Hector, what's up to you? 3 Good Nerds, what's up, what's up? Yeah, I'm about to go take some medicine and lay back down after this. Just got the Absolute Superman from Scotty. Thanks for letting me know about it. There you go. Awesome. Yeah, I think that was only like his second, third, and fourth DC covers ever. He did Batman Off-World, and then he did the Absolute #1s for the Trinity. Thank you, Roscoe. I appreciate it, man. I hope I do too, because whether I do or don't, it's back to work for me tomorrow. Yeah. The rough part is just the morning times for the most part. When you've been laying down, everything's settling and all that, you wake up dizzy and disoriented. You got to be up for a little bit to kind of shake it off. It's hard to do that and get up in time to get out the door. It'll be fine. This too shall pass. No big deal. By this time next week, I'll never think about it again. It'll just be in the past. What everyone think about the little Lobo teaser that they released this past week? Getting to see more of Jason Momoa, adding his little clip to the trailer, getting to see his space hog. The 21 entries in. Drink some hot tea with honey. Dude, I went to go get a tablespoon of honey last night. I think we are out of honey right now. I normally keep honey, but I think we used up all our honey. I went to do that last night. Loved it. Lobo is finally home. Oh, they add the dog. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be super cool. Yeah. Absolutely hate hot tea, though, Dale. I'm liable just to drink a spoon of honey. Or just put it in hot water. All right, let's see how many names we got in there. All right, getting ready to spin this thing. I can't get into the lead casting. I can't get into the lead casting for Supergirl, but yeah, Momoa is going to look good at least. Not a Millie. Was it Millie Alcock? I like some Millie Alcock as Supergirl. I think that was a good call. Are you supposed to put milk in tea with honey? Ew, that sounds gross. Get some Dayquil with honey in it, easier to take. But the problem is, guys, is I'm out of honey. That's fine. I got plenty of medicine. Plenty of medicine right now. But honey's got that soothing effect. I do like me some honey. All right, let's get ready to spin this thing. Remember, it's free shipping worldwide if you're a channel member in the Legion tier. If you're in the supporter tier or just a subscriber, it's free shipping in the U.S. Outside of the U.S., I can give you a $10 shipping credit, or you can prize tag somebody in the chat. That's it. Just eat some soup and no whining. Not a fan of the hot salad water. Got it. Exactly. All right, good luck, everybody. Let's hit this bad boy. And the winner of this week's new DC Day is... Hey, the adventurous one, Joe Michaels. Congrats, homie. Congrats, homie. Hey, exactly, Kikani. Before they change the formula, you could drink a whole bottle of Robitussin and forget all about your cold. Go robo tripping. You're back, baby. Yeah, the adventurous one, Joe Michaels. Joe, do me a favor and just DM me your address so it pops it to the top of our conversation, buddy, so I ain't got to dig it out in the feed. I appreciate you. All right, guys. I'm about to make like a baby and head out. Think to myself, I said it won't be me, and it lands on my name. There you go. Yep, robo tripping. Yep. But yeah, if you haven't watched already, go check out my video from yesterday. It's a good one about the comic book Ages and solving that debacle. You can't, yeah. Congratulations! Now you can't claim you never won anything. I appreciate you guys, and that's going to do it. I hope y'all have a good day. Stay warm. Get ready for these books tomorrow. Remember, Superman and the Kids Are All Fight. 2 heavy recommendations from me for this week. Yeah. And after you pick them up, after you read them, drop a comment. Let me know what you thought about them. I'm going to do it. I'll catch you guys Friday morning, Sunday night, whenever I see you again. Peace.
You are who you choose to be.